again I'm just one more time showing you that. So the material master accounting views, right, under the plant stock, right. So I'm going there here. I just wanted to show you not only the stock here. So the value of that particular stock is like now you are multiplying this 50, right, because this price control is V, right. Based on this price control, you are multiplying this moving average price times the total stock is the total value. Okay. So for your information, this particular value is the value which you are right now showing in your books, which means your everything perfectly synchronized, which means your $50 will be in your GL accounts, right? That is the value of. So for accountants, when they look at the $50, the total value, which means they say that okay, this particular material is worth of $50. Okay. So now and then when we are going to go for second round of stock taking, so then we will see how the moving average price is changing. And before that, I wanted to show you stock overview here. Okay. So when you click on that stock overview, you will see that one stock in the MMBE transaction. Normally, this is called MMBE. So whenever you want to look at your stock, that you have to look at MMBE, because here in MMBE, you will show not only from one plant. If this material is in multiple plants, you will show in the multiple plants. Okay. But MMO3 you are always showing in one plant. Okay. So now I am going back again to receive one more round of goods, MB1C one more time, right? MB1C, and this time what I am going to do is I am going to put same material, right? And one quantity only, just to simplification, and I am double clicking on that and entering here instead of $50, I'll force it to $100. Okay. So since it is $100, obviously, system message is issuing that it is changing the price by 50%, and then you are confirming it and you are just posting this. Okay. So now what you have done is that one material you procured at $50, one material you procured at $100. Now you have the total stock of two quantities, right? And your moving average price should look like 150 over 2, right? So 75. Okay. So I'm going into again MMO3 here, and for the material I'm going there, and again accounting view. So sometimes you can select them and click on the default ready, so that always it is saved. You don't require to select again. So I'm going inside again here. So now you see here the moving average price is changed to 75. So again the total stock is 2, right? So you see the price is getting adjusted based on the value that you are taking here, right? So in this case MB1C we are done, but in future if you are doing your purchasing procurement with your purchase order, so that price would be driving factor for your moving average price. Okay. So
question.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Okay. Now we calculated this moving average price by dividing the total stock with the price, right?
Yes.
So let's see, if you issue a stock, like right now we have two in stock. Right now, let's say we issue one of the stock to production, and later on we just have one item in stock, right?
Yeah.
And moving average price is 75.
Yes.
And if we acquire another one at 100, what will be the new moving average price?
Okay. So remember, when you are going to issue now one quantity, right, without entering any price, right? So then it will be issued at $75 because that is the moving average price, right?
Right.
And then
that's fine.
Again, when you procure another material, right? When you procure another material for at what rate?
Let's say procuring at $150.
So then what happens? You have the stock of $75, 150 plus 75, right, is
Right.
at 225, right?
Uh-huh.
So then over 2, then
Okay,
it will
over
become
2.
like 112.5. Okay, let us do that. Okay, so that's a good
Okay.
example, to work on. So MB1C. So in this case, in this case, instead of MB1C, I am going to issue a goods, right? Like now, I'll say MB1A is a transaction code for the goods issue, right? So I'm using like now, let's say moment type, maybe we'll use 20, what is that, cost center?
Raghu,
Yes.
the power is out here.
Okay, Bhaskar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It will be there after 8 o'clock?
Yeah, I mean, I'll try to do that, right? If it comes back, please join us.
Okay then. Right.
Yeah, so I'm just using the 201 movement type, right? So this 201 movement type, again, just issuing a cost center, and I'm using the same material, raw material 1, and then I'm issuing 1 quantity as Maulish was talking. So let us issue this material 1 quantity and not manipulating any price, and let us save that. Okay. So when I save that, automatically what happened now, another document is posted. Let us look at the document. Obviously, it is posted with $75. Right? When you go here and see the document, which is posted with the $75. Right? Because that was the value. And now you go and see your material, right? And then it is right now 1 quantity is there with $75 as your moving average price. Okay. So now, as you were mentioning, let's MB1C again. Let us bring one more quantity of 561 movement type. Right. This time, let's give 1 quantity only, just for the simplification. And this time we are giving $150. Okay. So remember, 150 plus 75. How much is that? So that is the value you are taking it, right? So 150, so it will become 225. 225 over, your 2 quantities, right? And now you see MMO3.
Be 112.05.
12.5. So it is like always get changed, right? So now you can calculate this anytime, right? There are some challenges with the moving average price, but pretty much it is But right now standard cost is 0 because you don't have it, and you can go here and go to a material master change mode, right? And you can change the standard cost here because as I was telling other day, this is just a statistical price only. Let me not MM02, right? Not 3. I'm just MM02, change material, right? I'm going inside there, material. So now here, if you see moving average price, you cannot change because this is pretty much your like a valuated price, right? This cannot be changed. In order to change, I'll show you in a moment how do you change this price. But you can change anytime this price, right? Because this is like your statistical only. You just maintain that. Statistical meaning like you are like having that price as like additional price that you are having. Okay. So by the way, it is not a price, it is a cost. Standard cost or moving average cost, you can say it's not the price, but SAP calls it the price. Anyhow, so that you can change anytime here. that is not having any impact. Okay. So any questions so far? Like no, looks good, right?
Now, if we don't give the prices when we acquire, if we just acquire the raw material, in this case, we will just get it at the moving average price, right? If we don't enter
Yeah.
any price.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean when you procure, right? When you procure I mean, your raw material prices, normally they are maintained with the moving average price, right? And the first time when you procure, then obviously whatever the purchase price is there, that is your moving average. And as you procure on more and more, then it will keep changing.
But what I'm trying to say is like, now we, issue the good, which our moving average price keep changing. But as you enter that price, right, is there any way we can acquire material without entering the price? If that's the case, what price it will take or how does it?
You cannot procure the material without entering a price, right?
Okay.
Because you have to, like, otherwise it is a free, right? Which free means the entire material is your revenue. Huh?
Okay.
And Raghu,
Yes.
what happens the very first material document which we created at the rate of 75? If we reverse that document, what will be the impact on the moving average price?
If you reverse the document, you are saying that, right?
So, yeah, very first document which came at 75 price.
Mm-hmm.
So what will now happen to the moving average price?
Yeah. So when the pretty much like whatever if you don't have any stock, right? So if you are having, say, right now, if you cancel that material document, so normally the cancellation will be with whatever the price which we entered, right? So because system is not going to go and change the price because you are just pretty much you are canceling the document. Okay. But if your cancellation is by entering an additional document, right? By say normally in material master, right? In the material inventory transactions, right? So there are two ways of reversing a document. If it is a 101 movement type, as an example, you will do 102 movement type, right? To reverse it, right? Or you can also cancel the original document. Cancel means you are just cancellation of that the original document. So let us see here whether we can cancel the document.
Sure.
That's a good question, huh?
Interesting.
There are some transactions to cancel that. Let me check if any transaction outright it is given here. Okay. Goods receipt. Yeah, it is there. And yes, let's see here. You said the very first document, right? Let's go and find out what documents are posted today, right? So that I can find out the very first one. Let's say BO3. Let me see. Today posted documents are today, right? Let's say entry documents today.
Right.
And fiscal year is 2013. Yeah, there will be some challenges for the moving average price. That is the way. Sometimes the stock coverage is not there, then it's a problem, right? So let's go here. The first document which we used for $50, right? So now you go and cancel this that particular document. Let me see whether it is available or not. Okay.
Oh, that was FI document.
Oh, sorry. Yep, this is the material document, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, adapt details. Okay, first of all, let us look at this document only, which is 792. So the cancellation after change, okay?
Yeah,
So
which is
now,
fine. Yeah.
yeah, so now it is, but let's go back. Right now,
To,
we have in stock only one quantity, right? And
and
our moving average price as per that. So now what should happen is, earlier what was the value, total value you had? 225.
112.5.
No, you had the total value of 225, right?
Yeah, correct.
225 minus 50 should result in your moving average price. Okay?
Right.
So the moving average price now it should become 175. Okay?
175 divided by 2.
No, one quantity.
No,
Okay.
only one is there, right?
Oh, okay.
Because we cancelled it right now.
True.
You see?
Yeah, 175. Okay.
Yeah. So again, remember, I will always work backwards, right? I will look at my total value, right? And reduce the value that I posted and look at what my stock would be. Okay. So that way, I mean, otherwise it's very, now suddenly, had you asked the question, how much value would be, it's very difficult to say 175, right? Unless you calculate it.
Correct.
Because all of a sudden it was 112, now it has become 175, whereas you reduced the stock, right? So moving average price is increased because the document that you cancelled, remember you did not reverse it, you cancelled it. There is a difference between the reversal and cancellation, right? So cancellation means you are whatever the document you posted, you are nullifying it.
Correct.
Reverse means you are right now you are making a reversal transaction, which means it's for SAP system it is as good as its normal transaction, isn't it? So then it would post one material issue kind of thing, right? It will reduce the material, and then it would have been 112.5 only, right? Because it would have posted that value. So that way it goes on manipulating that data. But this is Vijay, right?
Kamlesh.
Yeah, Kamlesh. Yeah, Kamlesh is a very good observation. I mean,
Raghu, one more question. The transaction we did, we just cancel the material document, right? What is the real-time analogy of that cancellation? What happens to that material in real time?
So remember, actually, you should never cancel a material document. Okay. So SAP, for example, if you have a 101 movement type, right? So they have given equivalently 102 movement type for a reversal entry. It's like a goods receipt and a goods return, right? But there may be some circumstances where, for example, let's say what happened is that you procured a material, and you posted I mean, by mistake, by like having a unit of measure problem, right? You posted a huge value, right? So now if you are going to post, I mean, the system may pick up a different price, right? So in that case, it's better you cancel that. Say the good example right now, we did like couple of transactions, right? And we found that the first transaction we did, which we posted with the $50, was wrong, right? So then when it is wrong, if you don't cancel it, so which means you are accepting that value as it is, and now if you are posting with $112, not with the $50. So if you feel that $50, I need to cancel with the $50 only, not with the $112, then you will cancel it. So it's like rare situations, you will do that, right? And again, we are right now like one transaction we are doing, but in real time, like you will have hundreds of transactions getting posted every minute, right?
Right.
So that context also you have to think. But like very rare situations, like people cancel the material document as such.
See, because if we cancel a material document, that would actually create an accounting fraud sort of thing. You can just accounting anomaly or discrepancy, because you will.
You will not give the cancellation operation just like that, right?
Right.
So sometimes I think cancellation may result in like I don't know. We need to check it, right? For example, you made a PO and made a GR, right? And you go and coolly cancel that, and sometimes it may impact the GR or may not impact the GR, right? So that kind of integrations may be lost for the overall transaction wise.
Yeah, knowledge. Actually, here the scenario was something like this. We initially received material at the rate of 50 for raw material 001, right? Through movement type 561.
Right.
But what happens is, instead of receiving material 001, I should have received 002. So that was a mistake we made. So if I have to cancel it, then how to cancel it? That was the whole idea.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes exactly. So instead of one material, you procure another material. By mistake you entered it, right? So you will just go and cancel. So this is same like our accounting, right? When do you cancel your accounting document? Okay. So there is always you can post a debit to credit, credit to debit entry, right? Reversal entry, right? When in cancellation as such you will not do, right? Always you post a reverse entry. But here real time valuation is there, so that is the reason more impact here, right?
Right.
Okay, so now
this is something to pay attention when you go into real life.
Yeah. So again, as you that's the reason, right? There are so many, so much time you can spend on the, these movements itself, right? Like goods movements and the integration impact here, right? So the accounting, how it is getting impacted, and particularly it will become challenge when you are having a moving average. So it would have been very straightforward for the standard cost, right? Standard cost, there is no problem, because same value will post any time, like whether you cancel or reverse or whatever, right? Really doesn't matter.
Right.
Okay. So now we looked at that, and then let's say if you are going to change the price, right? And I can change the price also, right? That particular price, which the value which is there. So for the changing of the price, the valuation price we cannot change directly in the material market. You have to use MR21 transaction. So when you go here, MR21 transaction, and enter that specific material, in our case raw material 001, right? And then you enter the value here. See, right now it's $175. That is the valuation. So the two prices you can change, right? This is a statistical. It is not telling you it's a standard, right? Like if it is a moving average price here, the standard is a statistical. If the standard cost is here, the moving average price is a statistical. Okay, so statistical price, whether it change or not change, it's not going to impact the pricing. So now here, new price you can change all the time here. So if you change here now, right now, what is the total value in your inventory? $175 is the inventory value. But if you change here from 175 to 150, so system will find out, okay, I'm reducing value to 25, right? So then it will post a material document, like price change document. Okay. So now
Raghu, can you click on the drop down button on the variant stock material?
Where is that?
Okay, if you go back to on that stock material, variant stock material, right? What is the other option available there? On the top, you have the drop down, right? Company code, next to company code, yeah. No, next to company code, left, down.
Here you are talking
variant. No, variant. Just above raw material, there is a variant field, no? And there is a drop down.
Okay. Yeah, this is like all materials and like that, right? So, these fields, right? So, like for example, a material can be, sales document or WBS related material, right? So, I think that is what he is giving. Stock material means, you will take out that your WBS material, right? If you are using a project, some sales orders, right? So the sales order stock will be here, right? But normally, your just stock material is a regular material.
Perfect. Okay, thanks.
Which variant you are talking of, right? So, by the way, for the only sales order and WBS element, right? So these are the two special stocks, and I think you guys might have noticed there is a valuation class that you can maintain for these materials, these types of materials, right? So if I go back to the material master, right? And here, if you see here, there is a, you can have, you see here, valuation class, separate valuation class for sales order stock, separate valuation class for project stock. Okay. So as a thought process, right? And these two different valuation classes you can give. And in the same way, even here, you have a chance to have a different value. Who is that?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, that is the value. So now I entered 150, right? So let's go back and see the document, see the material master now. Right, so now my price is I changed it, so now I can go and look at that price, which is 150, because manually you went there and changed it. So when you changed it, earlier it was 125, now it is 150, which means the difference is posted to the accounting. You can go and check the the price change document, right? So the price change document which is posted will result in the accounting there. So here, if you display document, so this is the latest posted document, if you see. Okay, and then in this document you will have, price accounting document. You see here, accounting, and the $25 is the value change. That is the value which is posted for the price change itself. This is the 25. So even though it's the moving average price, obviously you are pretty much impacting the overall pricing here. Any other questions?
Hey Raghu.
Yes.
When it can have the statistical and when is the actual valuation, what is actual price and statistical price. So all the raw material have the statistical price for the standard price as a statistical, or if we choose type as a V for moving and S for standard, right? That will affect, right? Statistical
Yeah.
and
So
value.
yeah, it's a simple answer. Remember, the valuation price is based on the price control, right? If it is V, which is moving average price. If it is S, it is a standard price. Okay. So the opposite of that, which means if you are using V, then standard price is statistical. If you are using S, then moving average price is statistical. That's all. It's like the based on opposite of the valuation price. The valuation price is moving average price, which means V indicator. Then your price, the standard cost automatically becomes your statistical only. Okay. Does it make sense?
Yeah. How about can we take the price for the raw material as a standard price or no?
So it's nothing to do with the raw material or standard finished goods, right? It is like if it is a price control V here, it can be for any material, right? But normally
even for the finished goods, we can have a V.
Yes, you can have a V. So system SAP tells you not to have it, but you can have it. There is nothing like prevents you unless you in the material type you can block it. But otherwise you can have moving your interest any material. That is not a suggestible way, right? But you can have it.
Okay, thank you.
But but